Traders, we are excited to announce our new brokerage partner, Blueberry Markets. They are willing to give you money to trade with them. As part of this partnership, you, the trader, are going to receive a full refund of your Simply Forex Discord fee. So, how will it work? Well, they're going to give you, the trader, $300 when you open an account with Blueberry Markets. More than 30,000 traders already trust Blueberry Markets, and they are highly rated on Trustpilot and Google. You can also benefit from excellent commissions and super tight spreads. Some spreads are zero. And you can also benefit from a dedicated customer support team that you can contact 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And if that's not enough, guys, you can also benefit from our rebate program that we're offering. So Simply Forex and Blueberry Markets have teamed up to offer you this excellent promotion. And if you would like to take advantage of it, guys, then find the link in the video description. Good morning, traders. How the devil are we? I hope you are well. I hope you had a good trading day yesterday. I did. Today's Tuesday, the 28th of February. As always, we'll look back at yesterday's trades, we'll look at today's potential trades, and we'll look at the important news for today as well. Before I start, three things quickly. Join the Discord channel, guys. Lots of knowledge, ideas being shared on there. And we've also got the VIP rooms where you have a direct link to me. So join that, guys. Secondly, don't forget our live stream tomorrow, every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. It's your chance to come on, guys, and ask as many questions as you like. I will answer all of them. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, send us an email and we'll send you the details. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. Right, trades from yesterday. So let's start with US dollar against the Japanese yen, guys. And we were looking to buy this pair. Why? Because it was in an uptrend, as you can see. Yeah, clearly in an uptrend, higher lows, higher highs. And we had this lovely bullish candle. So we were just trying to take momentum, take this uptrend back up to this level here. Okay, so that was the idea, guys. If we look at the H1 now to see what actually happened, and it just became a little bit difficult to trade, guys. Yeah, there was a couple of these candles that were pushing off of this area, but we wasn't getting any follow through. Yeah, once we'd got this, we wasn't getting any follow through, guys. Yeah, and then price just sort of chopped around, guys, really. Although these lows held, I was reluctant to start buying this pair. Yeah, it's just messy price action and no follow through, guys. That's the important thing. If we enter a pair, guys, let's say we entered on this candle here, put our stop below here. If there's no follow through, if it doesn't start trying to at least reach these highs, yeah, if there's no push off of this level and try to push higher, then yeah, your trade idea could potentially be wrong. All right, and then as you can see, it come back down. It didn't quite break these lows. These lows did hold, but again, just pretty untradeable, really, this price action. All right, so just stayed away from this pair. Okay, so that was US dollar, Japanese yen. We was also looking at pretty much any of the yen pairs, yeah, but the one I chose was pound yen. I did actually trade Aussie dollar yen as well, and that was a good trade. And I did trade this pair as well. So pound Japanese yen, guys, what were we trying to do with this? Well, we were trying to buy it. Yeah, so it wasn't this kind of ranging market, and then we've slowly broke out of that and into an uptrend. Okay, so structurally that's what we were seeing. Again, lower highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher highs, and we're in an uptrend. Okay, if we then zoom in, we then had this lovely bullish candle that was bouncing off of this grey zone as well. I mean, what's not to like? Yeah, and the idea was just to take it back up to these highs, which you can see it clearly done, pretty quickly. But it also, you could have had a good another 100 pips out of this market as well when you leave the 20% to run. All right, so the idea was to buy this market, and the idea was good. And if we look at the H1, guys, yeah, I was looking to get in at this grey zone. All right, admittedly, we pretty much got all grey zones, but this grey zone up here is daily. This grey zone here is daily. But the grey zone we were interested in was this one, guys. This was my entry grey zone. All right, and as you can see, if we zoom in, we got some reaction off of this grey zone, but none of these candles were super duper bullish, shall we say. Yeah, that's a technical term, super duper bullish. None of them was super duper bullish, but what I was looking for instead was a break in M15 structure. All right, so you'll see that we got it around here, which eventually led to this large bullish candle. Okay, so let's drop down to the M15 chart. It's becoming a really powerful... So I'm still drawing lines, guys. Yeah, been drinking again. So what was we looking for, guys? So it's difficult to zoom in because we have such violent price action. But basically, by the time I woke up, I found that we were in a M15 downtrend. All right, let me remove this now. But it had already come down and hit our grey zone a couple of times. And then, these highs here became important to me. All right. So all I was looking for, guys, because price has pushed away from our grey zone and the bullish the candles were not that bullish. But when we got this candle here, that broke these highs, I entered this pair. I entered on the close of this candle. Realistically, I have to put my stop below here, but you will see on my VIP channel, guys, how I move my stop according to price action. But to start the trade, my stop loss would need to be down here. I entered here, and then we were just trying to take price up, yeah? So let's just highlight that on the... Let's just put a line here so you can see where I entered. And then if we go back to the H1 chart, got to stop drawing random lines, guys. I'm going mad. Yeah, and then as you can see, guys, that yellow line is here. Okay, so that's where I actually entered, put my stop below here. Once I got my, risk to reward of 1:1 around here, I close 80%. And then I let another 20% run, guys. All right. So, good trade on pound yen. And then, with the rest of my 20%, guys, I'd look to trail it. So I might trail it to here, then I trail it to here. And I just keep price action, keep telling me where I can trail it to. All right. But good trade on pound Japanese yen. And I use the M15 chart to help me have a better entry with this pair. Okay, what was the next trade idea? The next one was this Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Guys, if you're enjoying this analysis, come join us. Subscribe to the channel. Why the hell not? So day chart, guys, let's start with that because the day chart is always our reason why. And it was, we're in a downtrend. And we had a very bullish candle. Yeah, this is what we're looking for. And it had a little bit of room to move into, but not much. Yeah, before we started coming down to these lows. Yeah, because you can see, guys, how yesterday's candle reacted at that level. So we didn't have much room to move into. But if we drop down to the H1 chart, it was difficult to get in on this pair, guys. I mean, if you were up nice and early, potentially this candle, but by the time I was looking at the market, it was around here. And we was already in the grey zone. So difficult for me to trade this pair, guys, because like I say, I was a bit late to this party. So yeah, no trade for me. And as you can see, look how price hits a grey zone and then starts building in H1 structure. Yeah, this is a great reversal. Yeah, H1 structure coming down. We get a nice reversal, and then potentially we could come back up. All right, so yeah, no trade on Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. And the last one was this, guys, euro against the Canadian dollar. So yeah, if we look at the day chart, yeah, we was in a downtrend. Yeah, ever since we broke this low here, we were in a downtrend, double top pattern. Yeah, came back down, and then we was using this last high here as a good area of resistance. And then we had 1, 2, 3 bearish candles. So the idea was to potentially take price all the way back down to these lows. Yesterday's candle was very bullish. So I wouldn't be looking for shorts for this today. Yeah, it's just too bullish, this daily candle. But let's look on the H1 to see what happened. So yeah, by the time we were looking at the market was around, around here, guys. And there were two things I wanted to see. I wanted to see a break of this grey zone, retest, and then we come lower. But as you can see, it just used this grey zone here as a good level of support and never broke it. Yeah, and instead we got a huge push up back up into this grey zone. And then once we got to this grey zone, I also said, guys, I could potentially trade from here. And right now, this would normally be my bread and butter. Yeah, look at this. We've had a break of H1 structure at our grey zone. Price has come back up. But the problem with it is, I would be looking for entries here. Yeah, and then we take price back down. Okay, so this would normally be my bread and butter, this kind of setup. But if we go back to the day chart, guys, I just don't like the bullishness of this candle. Yeah, look how bullish that candle is. So we'll wait to see what happens. Yeah, I even dropped down to the H4 chart. Okay, that's very bearish. Yeah, I might consider shorts with this pair. Yeah, that H4 has told me, potential range. Yeah, I'd be looking to take price back down to here. The H4 chart has really been guiding me recently, so always pay attention to that. Right, guys, that's the recap finished. Let's take a look at today's trades now. So we had a good couple of trades on the yen pairs, guys. So yeah, good trading day. And if you enjoyed the recap, then come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, and smash the like button. Merci beaucoup, gracias. Right, trade ideas for Tuesday, the 28th of February, guys. Before we start, a few things. First of all, come join the Discord channel. Lots of great traders sharing knowledge and ideas. We've also got our VIP rooms where you can have direct access to me. So yeah, come join the Discord and the VIP. Secondly, guys, don't forget the live stream tomorrow and every Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. London GMT. It's your opportunity to come on and ask as many questions as you like. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then come drop us an email and we'll send you all the details. All the information for all of these things are in the video description. My editor is happy. Let's continue. Yeah, so trades then, guys. Tuesday, the 28th of February. So this is the US dollar against the Swiss franc. And in the VIP rooms, guys, I mentioned that we were starting to see some Swiss franc strength. And we saw that across a few of the pairs yesterday. But why am I looking at this pair? So first of all, I wanted to zoom out so you can see this important grey zone. Yeah, it's reacted here and it's reacting again here now. So this is like a weekly resistance level, guys. All right, so this grey zone is important. We can now zoom in. This is the day chart. And we would be going against trend because as you can see, trend is clearly in an uptrend. All right. But we've had this huge rejection candle at this important weekly level. So I think, and we're quite overbought. If you look at the moving average 20, if you see how far price is away from that, I think we're very overbought. So I think potentially a bit of a retrace and room back down to here. My target would probably be this psychological level, 9,300. Okay, so this is what we're seeing. It is against trend, guys. It's important to point that out. But yeah, if we zoom in, look at this candle. Yeah, very bearish at a weekly level. All right, so that's the idea, to short this pair. And we've got a couple of grey zones which we can do it from, guys. All right, so first of all, price could retrace back into this grey zone, all right, which corresponds with these last H1 highs and this H1 low. If we get a bearish reaction, and then when I say bearish reaction, guys, I mean bearish candlestick pattern or just a bearish candle that tells me sellers are in control. And I usually couple this with an M15 structure breakdown. Okay, so yeah, if we see that and then we get a bearish reaction, take price back down to these lows. This is where I close 80%, guys. This is how I roll, yeah, and then leave 20% to run. All right, back down to one of those higher time frames. If price doesn't do that, guys, it could come back up and test these highs. I say that because it's in an uptrend. Yeah, so price could quite easily come back up, test these highs here. Obviously, at this point, we would be against H1 trend, but it's okay because we're reaching highs here. And again, if we got a bearish reaction in here, I would enter, take price back down to these lows, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. All right, so US dollar Swiss franc, we're looking to short this pair. And like I say, guys, I'm seeing Swiss franc strength across a few of the pairs. So it'll be interesting to see what happens today. Right, that's the first trade idea. Finished, done, halas, finished. The next one is, what is the next one? I've wrote them down. They're here. Aussie dollar against the Japanese yen. So I actually traded this yesterday, guys. We had a successful trade yesterday, and I put this in the VIP trade alerts on the Discord channel. So yeah, why not come join it? So what I'm seeing, guys, is this upward channel. Yeah. So we're using this blue line as diagonal support. Yeah. And this is pretty much what we're seeing. So I expect we can get back up to these highs. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing, guys, in terms of an upward channel. We have stopped making higher highs here. Okay. So this is a few things that come into my consideration. And we had a bit of a break of structure here. All right. Hence, this grey zone through here has become so important for me. Okay. So this blue line's important. This grey zone through here is important. Okay. So let's look at the H1 now. So what do I want to see? So let's get rid of this grey. Let's move this grey zone up to here. Okay. So yeah, I'm just putting in this grey zone. Okay, I believe this is a grey zone. So this is the H1 trend, guys. The H1 chart. And somebody asked me on the VIP Discord, how do I plot my grey zones? Well, I'm looking for highs and lows of candles, highs and lows, but I'm also including the wick. Yeah, look at the wick. Look at the wick. Yeah, look at the wick. I'm also including the wicks as part of that grey zone. Yeah, the wick area is the most important area for me. Okay, so that's how I plot my grey zones. And there are a few ways we can trade this, guys. Okay, so to be less risky, yeah, all right, so I would want to see this. So remember that grey zone that I spoke about through here? Yeah, I want to see a break of this grey zone, retest, then come up. Okay, and we'll start entering in this grey zone. All right, and take it back up to those daily highs. All right, so that's what I want to see. That is the least riskiest trade we can do. All right, because if we don't break this pair, that daily structure still hasn't broke. Or we can take price back down to this grey zone and we get a bullish reaction. And when I say bullish reaction, yeah, I've explained it before, guys. We want a bullish candlestick pattern, or we just want a bullish candle plus an M15 structure break. Yeah, if we get that, I think we can take price back up to here. I would close 80% and then I'd let 20% run. It could even come back down and test this blue line, guys. Yeah, because we know how important this blue line's become. I mean, look at the reactions we've had here. So it could also bounce off here, guys. All right, so yeah, quite a few things I'm looking at with this chart, but the safest is this break of this grey zone, retest, come up. Okay, and then the final, what's the final one? The final one is euro pound. Okay, so where's euro pound? Let's look at the day chart. So we've been waiting for this to come down, guys. Yeah, it was in this, it's been in this triangle. Okay. Yeah, it's been in this triangle, bouncing off of these highs and these lows. And eventually, guys, with this candle here, we got a break out of this zone. And therefore, we were simply looking for shorts. But the question was, where could it retrace to? Okay, and it retraced to here before it had a very bearish move down. All right. So that's what we're looking for, guys. We're looking for shorts. Yeah, we're looking for shorts potentially back down to one of these targets. Yeah, either this low or these lows. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. And yeah, look at the bearishness of this candle. One thing I don't like, guys, is it hasn't broken these lows yet. Okay, so that does worry me, but it's such a bearish candle. And if we look on the H4, guys, you will see it paints a different pattern, yeah? Because although it hasn't broken on the day chart, the H4, yeah, this H4 candle here has broken these lows. So we have had a break, okay, in terms of the H4, but not the daily. When you're looking for a break in trend, guys, you know, you need to be clear, you know, is it a H1 break you're looking for, a H4 or a daily break? Yeah. So the higher the time frame, the stronger the break of that support and resistance level, that gray zone. All right. So we've had a H4 break, but that because of that bearish daily candle, that's good enough for me. So if we drop down to the H1 chart, what are we looking to see? So I'm looking to see a retrace into this grey zone. Yeah, and this grey zone corresponds with these highs here, these lows here as well. And if I carried this grey zone on left, there'll be more, you know, price reacting at this level. So I want to see a retrace up into this grey zone. I then want to see a bearish reaction. We can then get into this pair, can take price back down to these lows. That's where I will close 80%. Regulars on my channel know that's how I roll, because it secures profit. And I can always get back in to the trade. All right, but I close 80% and then leave 20% to run. Price could come back up to these highs because the daily chart didn't break those lows. But I don't expect it to. But if it did, we could again get in up here, guys. Yeah, and then take price lower. All right, once we get a bearish reaction. Okay, guys, so yeah, euro pound, we're also looking to short this pair. And those are the three trade ideas, guys. So if you've enjoyed the analysis, then come join us, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash the like button, join the Discord. We'd love to have you. Right, they're the trade ideas. Let's take a look at the news now. So news for Tuesday, the 28th of February. So overnight, guys, yeah, we had some Aussie dollar news, which was better than expected, but that's been and gone. The first piece of news we're interested in is this, guys. 1:30 London GMT, coming out of Canada, we got the GDP. And the GDP figures are very important as well at the moment, guys. You know, there's talk of recessions, so GDP figures, yeah, there becomes a lot of focus on them. So, yeah, this could really move the Canadian dollar, guys. Must be aware of this. And then the only other piece of news we're interested in is this. At 3 o'clock, London GMT, coming out of the US, we've got consumer confidence. So, again, this could move any US dollar pair. But other than that, guys, that's it. I hope you've enjoyed the analysis. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Have a great trading day, and I'll see you tomorrow for the live stream.